Why is it so hard to resist that extra slice of cake? Stay focused on work, or save money instead of spending it? We all know what we should do, yet so often we do the opposite. It feels like our willpower is weak, but the truth is more fascinating. Willpower isn't just a moral strength, it's a psychological and biological process. And understanding it can change how you live. Psychologists often compare willpower to a muscle. The more you use it, the more fatigued it becomes in the short term, but like a muscle, it can also be strengthened over time. This idea comes from research by Roy Baumeister, who found that exerting self-control in one area can temporarily reduce self-control in another. For example, resisting cookies in the morning may make it harder to focus on studying later. This is called ego depletion. But here's where it gets interesting. Newer research challenges ego depletion, showing that belief matters. People who think willpower is limited experience depletion. Those who believe willpower is renewable perform better. In other words, mindset can shape your endurance. Neuroscience explains why willpower feels hard. Self-control is managed by the prefrontal cortex, the brain's command center right behind your forehead. This area juggles decisions, emotions, and impulses. But it's also one of the most energy-hungry regions of the brain. Stress, fatigue, or lack of sleep weaken its performance, making temptation harder to resist. That's why you snack late at night or overspend when you're tired. So why does resisting temptation feel painful? Because the brain experiences self-control as conflict. The limbic system, the emotional, reward-seeking part, demands pleasure now. The prefrontal cortex says, wait, think of the future. This inner tug-of-war drains energy and creates discomfort. But here's the good news. Willpower isn't just about resisting. It's about designing. Studies show that people with the strongest self-control don't actually resist temptation more often, they avoid it. They create environments where temptation is less available. If junk food isn't in your house, you don't have to resist it. If social media is blocked during work, you don't have to fight the urge. True willpower is in the setup, not just the struggle. Another powerful insight is that willpower grows when tied to purpose. People enduring hardships for a meaningful goal. Parents for children, activists for justice, students for dreams, often display extraordinary self-control. Viktor Frankl, the Holocaust survivor, said, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. Purpose fuels persistence." So how do we strengthen willpower? First, practice small acts of control. Even something as simple as fixing your posture or sticking to a short routine builds the muscle. Second, manage stress and rest. Sleep, meditation, and exercise recharge the prefrontal cortex. Third, reframe failure. Every lapse isn't proof of weakness. It's a chance to learn. Self-compassion, not shame, fuels resilience. And remember this, willpower isn't about perfection. It's about progress. You don't need to resist everything, only the things that move you away from your values. So the next time you feel like your self-control is failing, pause. Your willpower isn't broken. It's simply tired or misdirected. Protect it, train it, and connect it to meaning, and you'll unlock more strength than you imagined. If this gave you power to reflect, flex your will just once more, hit subscribe and like Mind Decode. Because strengthening your mind begins with one small choice today.